Hello and welcome to this week's video. Today I thought we could dip our toes into the world of education. I could have the word education appearing. I don't know why I did that, I'm sorry. I feel like I need glasses on right now, but I don't have any because I'm not partially blind. So just pretend I'm wearing glasses and I look really smart, okay? Okay, today I thought we should learn about introverts and extroverts, what they are, and what it means to be one, and how do you know if you are one, I think. Let's just see. So I thought we'd start off with just the definitions, because that, quite helpful to know what the words mean. So introverts are a shy, let me just pause for a second. A shy and reticent person. I don't know what that word is. I had to get Siri to say it for me because I didn't even know how to pronounce it. But I'm guessing that just means shy again. So basically just a shy person, which I don't think is that accurate, to be honest. Damn you, Google. And then the definition for extrovert is an outgoing, socially confident person, which again, I think that's a better description. I don't think it's all about being outgoing and socially confident. I think it's more about being comfortable in certain situations and there's a certain number of people, and an introvert might be quite confident in a small group of friends, but it doesn't mean they're not confident. So I don't think those are the best definitions, but that's what Google gave me. So we'll just go with that for now. The second thing to do, which is part of every educational thing nowadays, is take a test. So I thought I could take a test, quiz thing to see what personality type I am. So let's just me is the okay. And close all these embarrassing things. Googling Gandhi. Alright. Okay, first question. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people? Of course, everyone does. Most of my introductions usually go, hi, yeah, my name's James, yeah. Oh yeah, my twin, he looks nothing like me, yeah. Sorry, that was really weird. Okay, question 2. You often get so lost in your thoughts that you ignore and forget your surroundings. Yes, a lot. Do you ever do that thing where you're watching TV and then you'll get a random thought in your head and you'll be like working through this scenario for ages, and then you look back at the TV and your show's been finished for like 10 minutes and you've just been out of it for like an hour? That's a daily thing for me. Oh, I clicked the lower one. Hiya. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused even when there is some pressure. Well, if you saw me during an exam or something, I'd look like I'm out to buy some ice cream or something, but inside I'm like so yeah, definitely not. You do not usually initiate conversations. I'm just going to apologise now to everybody in the world because I can never start a conversation, like never. I never send the first text unless I haven't spoken to someone in like a month and I'm worried that they're testing me and testing our friendship, so then I do it. But most of the time, no, I just let people come to me because I feel like if I text somebody and then they're like, oh sorry, I'm busy or something, I feel like I look really desperate. So yeah, I just avoid that completely. I just spat, I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't usually. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. Not too long ago, I went into like a shop where they sell food and I was like, oh, I've never tried sushi, so I just picked it up, bought it, tried it, and let me just tell you, when I tried it, I had a bit of sushi on the end of a fork for about half an hour before I actually put it in my mouth because I'm a pussy. I don't know, I'm gonna go agree a little bit because I do sometimes, but yeah. Oh, we've only done, what is that? 10 questions we've done, or 10% of the quiz. I'm gonna have to cut some of these questions out because it's just gonna take forever. Do you feel superior to other people? No, I don't at all really. Unless, well, obviously I feel superior to a baby because, babies can't talk and babies can't fight. So if a baby tried to start a fight, I'd just be like, bitch, get away from me. So I'd be superior in that kind of sense, but I'm just gonna say disagree, apart from babies. Okay, next. Being organised is more important. Oh fuck, how long has this bloody systems update been up here for? I'm really sorry about that. Ooh, what should we go for? Remind me tomorrow, please go away. Being organised is more important to you than being adaptable. Well, if I were to show you my room right now, you would definitely not call me organised. Even if I just showed you that tiny little section of my desk over there that's just out of shot, you would say, I'm not organised. But when it comes to like, if I was going on holiday or something, I would plan everything down to like the second. Yeah, I'm quite organised in that sense. And if someone were to text me saying like, how far away are you from mine? I wouldn't say 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I'd say 7 minutes, or I'd say 8 minutes. I'm very specific and quite organised with stuff like that, but then, like I said, my room right now, okay, I'll just show you. So yeah, being organised is important in certain situations, but then not in a lot of situations. So I'm going to go right in the middle. You're usually highly motivated and energetic. No, not at all. Strongly disagree. I say that, but now like when I think about it, I do have like spikes of motivation and energy throughout the day, and I want to do loads of shit in 1 hour, and then the next hour I just want to sit and eat. I'll go slightly less disagree. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't want to upset somebody. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. I don't have to justify myself, but I have to justify everything I do, because otherwise people will just think I'm a freak, because I do a lot of weird stuff. So, not that one. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. No, definitely not. So my home environment is just shameful, except for like that one day of maybe 2 weeks where I'm like, oh shit, I need to tidy everything, and then I go like over the top until you can't see a single speck of dust, and then for the next 2 weeks I just leave it again. I don't know, but then my work environment isn't that bad, I don't think. I was always quite tidy. But I think this is so bad that it's going to push everything into the negative, really, isn't it? So I'll go for the lowest disagree. I'm sure a lot of people would say I need to go for the strongest disagree ever, but you won't see my work environment, calm down. You do not mind being centre of attention. I do. So, how do I do this one? Okay, I disagree with that. I don't mind it with like a small group of people like that I know really well, but if I'm in a group of like 6, I probably won't say anything. I'll just have like individual conversations with the people next to me. You consider yourself more practical than creative? No. I can be practical, but I'd say I'm definitely more creative. People can rarely upset you. Definitely. No one can upset me. No matter how hard they try, I don't think anyone could upset me. Visibly anyway. You definitely couldn't upset me to a point where I cry, no way. I can get angry. Like, my brother can make me angry quite easily, just because he's so annoying. He does this thing sometimes, like if we're arguing about something, all he has to do is hover his hand above my leg, just like, imagine this is my leg. If he hovers his hand above my leg, he knows I hate people being near me, so yeah, he does that. And he thinks he won the argument then, but obviously he didn't. You kind of just proved that he lost because he couldn't win by speaking. That makes sense? Okay, let's move on. So yeah, no one can really upset me. Yeah, I'd say very much agree. So I don't know what I meant. Is it difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings? Is it difficult to read? Yes. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. I don't know. Like I don't really relate. I can just like, if somebody's sad, I'd be like, oh, that's sad. Cheer up, friend. But I'm not going to be like emotional because of it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I can relate to most things, I think. So I'll just go for this disagree. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Definitely not. I always factor in other people in everything I do. Like even if I'm walking around a shopping centre, if I see a few people behind me, I'll get out of the way because I know that they might want to get past, or just little things like that are just constant. And then I do a lot of bigger things, like if I was arguing with somebody and they like really annoyed me, I just wouldn't tell them that they annoyed me. Not because I'm like, once again, a pussy or two-faced or something. I just know that if I say it then, I might not mean it later on, so I just don't say it because it's not worth it half the time. So strongly disagree. You're often envious of others. No, I don't think I am. Is there a difference between envious and jealous? Envious is feeling or showing envy. Are you f***ing serious? You cannot define a word using the word. Okay, I think jealous and envious are the same thing. No, I don't get envious often. Unless I see somebody walking with a dog, then I get very jealous or envious because I very much want that dog. So I'll go for that. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Well, I don't read and I don't really play video games, but I definitely pick those over a social event. Like I would pick a boring book over a social event a lot of the time. So yeah, strongly agree. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. No, like I said earlier, I can honestly sit and get distracted by something for literally an hour and I don't realise where the time's gone. Sometimes I'll be walking around and out of nowhere I'll just get like a random statement in my brain and then I'll get a response to that. It's hard to explain. I'll give you an example. I might just be walking to the kitchen and then out of nowhere I'll hear
No, that's not how you peel a potato.
Shut up. I know how to peel potatoes, thank you very much.
What? I'll have absolutely no idea where it came from. Yeah, that'll just happen in my head. And sometimes it's a lot longer than that rather than just two conversations. I'll literally have a massive conversation between these two people going on up here. I obviously control what they're saying, like I'm saying it, but I'm saying it as if it's these people that aren't me, and then I can't really stop it until I realise what's happening, if you know what I mean. So I could carry it on for ages until I realised that I just zoned out and I was doing that for like an hour again. So yeah, I definitely get carried away, so I disagree with that strongly. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. There's not much else to do. Like in between looking at leaves, I feel like you have to kind of get lost in thought, so yeah. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind and smart. Yes, obviously, because why would you want a smart-ass kid? Because if you're like arguing with your child and he's like smart and a twat, he's just going to win the argument, it's going to be more annoying. But if you've got a kind, not so smart child, then there are some jobs that don't involve being that smart and you can get paid well, so yeah. They'll still have an alright life, I think. You don't let other people influence your actions. No, I do not. I'll go out of my way to do something for somebody. People don't ask me to do things, I offer to do things a lot of the time, because I'm that person. The person that, you know, offers to carry your car for you because you don't want its wheels to get wet. I don't know, that was random. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. Yes, I literally had a dream just the other day. I wrote it down on my notes page, so let me just read it. I had a dream that my phone was broken and the brightness just kept going down constantly, so I had to keep pushing it back up. It's a really boring dream. So I restarted my phone, you know, as you would, and it was still doing it, so I knew my phone was broken. Okay, then that just stopped, that dream stopped, and I woke up and checked my phone and it was 2:34 AM specifically. Then I looked out my window and it was like bright and sunny. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to stay in bed for ages now because I can't get up and do anything while my family are asleep because I'll wake them up. Yeah, I was annoyed about that. And then I actually woke up. I think these dreams are so realistically boring that I genuinely believe that I'm awake. So yeah, it's quite confusing. I just sat up and now my height's completely different to like the whole video. I'm sorry. It does not take you much. That was robotic. It doesn't take you time. It doesn't take you much time to get ready. Oh my god. Send help, please. It doesn't take you much time to get. I'm actually gonna throw myself out the window in a minute. It doesn't take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. I don't have a new workplace. Actually, I have been working for like a family friend or whatever. And for like 2 years now they invited me to go to this Christmas party thing and I was like, no. Both times, so yeah, definitely disagree with that. And it's only bad because I don't drink, so like I'd go there and I'd just be really bored the whole time surrounded by drunk people. So yeah. Hopefully you can understand my reasoning for not going. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No. I'm not like an emotional person really, I'm in like a constant state of I'm fine. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or roleplay activities. Well, Halloween is literally the best time of the year, so that is a huge yes, because the best part about Halloween is being able to dress up. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to more important decisions. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, my heart says yes, but my mind says no. Most of the time it's just, this will work, so I'm gonna do that. So I just agree with that. If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support and suggest ways to deal with the problem. I am the worst person in the world to come to if you're sad. I will just sit there awkwardly. I don't like hugging or anything, so I just be like, come on friend, cheer up. My method is usually make people laugh when they're sad. That's the only thing I can do. So is that emotional? I think that's emotional support because you're just making them laugh. I'll do like the lowest degree possible. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they're supported by facts or not. Yeah, not everyone's views, but most people's views. Like, because if somebody said, I'm gonna kill all dogs because dogs are evil, it's not supported by facts and probably shouldn't be respected. There's that, but in general, yeah. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. So this is where it's weird because I know this is like a huge part of whether you're introverted or extroverted. On the same day after seeing people, I'm quite energetic, like on the night or later on in the day. But then the next few days, I need time to myself. The way I say it is, for every hour I spend with somebody, I usually have to spend 2 hours alone. So if I spend like the entire day with somebody, I'd need 2 days on my own. Just so I'm like ready to do it again, if you know what I mean. So I'd say that's a no, because of obviously what I've just said. Even though I feel energetic on the day, I've got to make myself sound like an excited little child or something. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Of course, that's a huge agree. You worry too much about what other people think. Yes. The room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the centre. Literally me. Like if I go to a restaurant, I always try to grab the seat that's like with the back towards the wall. Like there couldn't be a better description of what I'm like at a social event. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. That just seems like a really stupid question. Isn't everybody anxious in a stressful situation? Yes. Oh, okay, I got it. I got Introvert. Okay, nice. I'm really happy this is over. Okay, so I got the mediator. I'm a lot more introverted and extroverted, as I was expecting, but I do have those one-off moments where I'm quite extroverted, which is weird. Energy, I'm intuitive, more intuitive than observant, don't know what that means. Nature, I'm more feeling than thinking, don't know what that means. Tactics, I'm more prospecting than judging, still don't know what that means. Identity, I'm more turbulent than assertive. Okay, so I only understood the top one of those, so that's great. Bloody hell, it even goes on to relationship. Okay, I'm not going to go into all of this, but I might just read like the top here. Yeah. Mediator personalities are true idealists, always looking for the hint of good in even the worst of people and events, searching for ways to make things better. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. Comprising just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the mediator's personality type. But when they find like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a fountain of joy and inspiration. Nice cringy note to end it on. Thank you. I would definitely leave a link to this test in the description so you can do it yourself, and feel free to read as much as you want about it. So we found out I'm an introvert. I didn't know what half of that meant, so it's quite useless. But yeah, educational. One thing about introverts and extroverts, I used to think that you were either one or the other. It's more of a spectrum, isn't it? It's like you can be really introverted but have the qualities of an extrovert somewhere along the line. So yeah, I think if introverts here and extroverts here, I'm probably like here somewhere. I'm just going to end it by trying to find a better definition than what I found earlier, because I don't think they were good at all. Okay. I don't want to do a bloody quiz, I just want to... Okay. Okay, here's a better description. An introvert generally prefers solitary activities to interacting with large groups of people. If you would rather work through your feelings in your diary than have a conversation, then you're an introvert. Not necessarily, but you know, you were going well and then you kind of lost it at the end. But I definitely think the start makes a bit more sense than just shy. Just because you're shy, it doesn't necessarily mean you're an introvert, basically. An extrovert is a friendly person who enjoys talking to and being with other people. Extroverts love parties, talking on the phone and meeting new people. Well, that definition wasn't very good at all, because it's not just that, is it? It's people that, like, one of the questions in the quiz was about how you feel after being around people, and I think that's a huge part of being, whether you're introverted or extroverted. If you're out with a large group of people and you feel really good at the time and then you feel really good afterwards, you're probably an extrovert, because you know, you just feel right in that situation. It gives you like energy, it pumps you up. But then if you're introverted and you were surrounded by a big group of people, even if it gives you energy at the time and you feel like all good in that situation, you might feel quite tired or kind of worn out or drained afterwards, which isn't like an insult to the people you're with. It's almost like your brain's working overtime because there's a lot of things going on and you'd rather be on your own. I'm not explaining this very well, but hopefully you understand. If not, I'm sure the personality test thing will give you a lot of information about what you might be like in your personality type or whatever. Yeah, if you're an introvert, like, was I an introvert? Already f***ing forgotten what I was. Yeah, an introvert. Once you've answered all this stuff, this thing tells you about strengths and weaknesses, romantic relationships, friendships, parenthood, career paths, workplace habits, as a conclusion as well. And you can get a premium profile, so yeah. I don't know how useful that information is, or whether it's just going to tell you like generally what your group of people are like in those situations. Yeah, quite interesting to know things like this. I love doing stuff like this. like I just said. It's interesting. I'll definitely leave a link to it in the description so you can try it out. Feel free to comment whatever personality type you got in the quiz in the comments if you do it. Yeah. I think that's it for this video. If you like the video, like the video. If you like me, subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye. That was powerful.